So I've been in Dubai now for 4 years and very happy here, and I plan to stay here. We've got a good business. The business prospects for us are good here. So it's 4 years and open-ended as to how long we stay here now. The Ramadan experience for me, I'm already fairly used to, because I employ a huge diversity of people around the world: South America, Africa, Asia. I have a lot of Muslim staff. You know, as a family, we try out. My kids start to understand what it's like to fast. They don't take part in fasting throughout the whole period, but they've experienced it. They have an understanding of it. I set the business up back in 2002 with a really clear aim that I wanted a business that was commercially successful, but was equally successful in terms of what it gave back to the planet, and specifically the host environments that we work with. And so my model is quite simple. I work with communities living in poverty, and I use sustainable business and sustainable tourism as a vehicle to bring them out of poverty. Look, my business started in Africa, and then we have a lot that we do in Europe and out of the UK. But we've now spread, so we're in Peru and Ecuador, Kenya, Tanzania, Borneo and Cambodia. We sell out of Australia. So we've got a reach around the globe. But the Middle East is really key to us, and specifically the UAE, because the participants in my programs are schools, and it's a very dynamic school market here. And there's an understanding of cultural diversity here. We don't operate necessarily as a charity, we operate as a responsible business, empowering them to take care of themselves and grow and be better educated and get better jobs, because really the only vehicle out of poverty is education and employment. For me, if you are going to educate young people, and that's what our business does, we're capturing a whole generation of young global ambassadors who choose to go and do these things, experience them, and it's meaningful, and it's meaningful for a lifetime to make young people understand what global issues are. But it's an entirely different thing if they actually go out and they stand in a community surrounded by people who are less fortunate, and they're part of a program where they get to actually see, touch, feel and understand the impact they can make. For my kids, personally, my eldest is now old enough, she's done 2 of our programs. And every summer, as it gets hot here and the schools close, we go to Kenya and my kids come out with me. I walk the floor, they're out in communities day in, day out. So for them, it's kind of part and parcel. They've grown up with it, they understand it. Here in the UAE, they're coming out at age 12 upwards. And they come for a shorter time, they come for a week. But in a week, they leave mum and dad. Again, they have choice, they choose to come in the first place. And over the course of a week, they're going to work in communities on school projects, on water projects, healthcare. They're going to learn the cultural integration is, even on the small stuff, learning how to cook, learning some language, sitting with other kids of their age and understanding their lives and what makes them tick. I've never lived anywhere where, for a sustained period, there's such a clear message about giving, and actually where there's almost endless opportunity to choose how you do it. So there's no excuse not to. And for me, I think it's a really important period, irrespective of what your religious background is, to engage with the meaning of it and why it's there, and be part of it.